What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ross back at again with another video. So we gotta talk about what The Rock had to say on this episode of NXT. We decided to watch NXT because The Rock was going to show up, and he had a few segments. He had a cool interaction with his daughter Ava, so that was cool to see. But he was going to end off the show and kind of pretty much talk about whatever he felt like talking about to end off the show. I think they gave him like 10 minutes whatnot, and 3 of those minutes was taken up from him pretty much just showing his aura, essentially, with the whole entrance and interacting with the crowd and the fans, and just aura just everywhere. There was not one single person in the crowd that didn't have their phone up recording him walk down to the ring. He had the goosebumps everywhere. You know the normal stuff. The Rock is about to beat the hell out of his arm because of the goosebumps. So it was just a cool visual, and it's just the idea that The Rock was in NXT for the first time was just really dope. It was really dope to see that, and we've seen that over the past few years where NXT would have these iconic legends come to their show, whether it's in a match or just make an appearance. And obviously it's a rating boost, and they had The Rock throughout the show, but they knew a lot of people were going to want to see what he had to say. And you can really tell he really didn't have much to say other than one particular point. And this is the reason why I'm making this video, because a lot of people in the IWC have talked about this particular issue, and that is The Rock, as it seems right now, is not a heel. He is acting more of a babyface. He's not giving off the final boss persona that he's been, that he was giving last year, or even at Bad Blood when he came back. He still had that heel-like persona. He's not doing that. And last night, he definitely wasn't doing that. We kind of understood why. Obviously, he's trying to, he was trying to pretty much show love to the Netflix executives, and he had to kind of be, on the good guy side, because I'm sure a lot of people that hadn't been watching wrestling was watching last night on Netflix. So it was all about more of the fans that hadn't been watching the show rather than for the fans that have been watching the show the past few years. So I get why he was on I'm the good guy, I'm The Rock, the people champ, everybody loves me. They didn't want him to get booed. This was more or less about him essentially, propping up Monday Night Raw, going to Netflix and making that the best possible show that they could put on. So get that. But tonight was more or less the same, but he did address some things. So he talked about how happy he was to be there and how NXT was the place that he would want to go see, and he was really excited to be there. And then he started also talking about how last year around the same time, there were so many people that were saying, how can you be so mean to Cody Rhodes? We all remember how they came up with he came up with the Cody crybabies thing, and he was pretty much talking shit to Cody and telling him go fuck yourself and fuck your story and fuck your stupid looking dog. He was getting mad disrespectful. This was the final boss we were looking at, and it was great stuff. Great stuff. It was fantastic. And, people were like, how could you be talking about Cody or whatnot? Fast forward to pretty much last night and how he was embracing Cody, and he was telling Cody that he really put the company on his back, and he was sharing a drink with Cody. A lot of people were saying, well, why you not beating up Cody? Why you not still being mean to Cody? And it's funny because I made a video talking about how it was jarring to see that. Also, in that same video, I definitely said maybe, we'll see how things play out going forward because we still have plenty of time. But I understood why he wasn't over here trying to beat down the top guy, even though per storyline, it would make sense that he would have some type of animosity. But I get they didn't go that route, and we don't know. So I'm glad that he made reference to that, and that means he is watching. He is aware of what people are saying online. So pretty much he was like, now they're upset that I'm not trying to attack Cody that are not going at Cody. And he was telling them, basically said, hey, know your role, shut your mouth, and enjoy the ride. I know what I'm doing. That's basically what he said. Enjoy the ride. I know what I'm doing, which part of me does believe. I'm willing to bet with him responding that way, that means he's paying attention. Someone's showing him what the general consensus is. It's the same thing that happened last year when they were trying to do Rock and Roman, but the people wanted Cody, especially after he won the Royal Rumble. The people wanted Cody. They pivoted. He saw it, and they made the best out of the situation. And I'm willing to bet he's definitely paying attention, and he understands, obviously him having this now good guy persona, to really prop up, WWE and what they're trying to do. They're trying to gain as much money at the end of the day. So they don't want their top guy to be booed, especially even though it would benefit, because I'm sure people would be invested to see that final boss version of him again. But understandably so, things are different right now. And, someone even made a good point of his recent movie, Moana 2, it's grossing so much money, they don't, I can see them wanting him to have that good guy character even outside of that movie, because that's a movie that I'm sure that's, he has great ties to. So someone made that comment, and that could be another reason why he hasn't really healed it up, because he's in a popular kids film. So, I can understand that too. Either way, I thought it was very funny that he did address what people have been talking about. And he pretty much told us, hey, sit back, enjoy the ride. Let me handle it. I'm a professional. Let me handle it. So, and after that, he didn't really say much of nothing. He was cursing up a storm, though. Boy, oh boy, he don't care. He was cursing every few sentences. He was saying a curse word, and they were bleeping it out. This was more so just to show love to NXT in the crowd there and for a ratings boost. He didn't really say much of nothing outside of that. I just thought that was very funny that he said that the day after, everything went down on Monday Night Raw. So will we get a heel version Rock again? Honestly, I don't know. Hell, I don't even know if he's going to even wrestle at WrestleMania. The real question is going to come down to the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble is going to answer potentially a lot of questions of how WrestleMania is going to be lined up. Would I love to see Roman versus Rock again? For sure. If it doesn't happen this year, I don't know if it'll ever happen, to be honest with you. But either way, we will find out relatively soon. We're only a few weeks away from the Royal Rumble. So overall, it was cool to see The Rock on NXT. He didn't really say much of nothing outside of the Cody Rhodes and situation, and everybody wanted him to turn on Cody, and that's not the case. So it was okay for what it was, man. It was just cool to see The Rock on NXT. Comment down below. Let me know, did you guys enjoy his segment on NXT? And be honest, would you guys prefer him to just be the good guy Rock that we all know and love, or would you guys prefer him to go back to the final boss, that heel persona? Y'all let me know down below as well. I am willing to obviously let things play out. We've had to before, and hopefully things go in a better direction. But if we don't get Rock and Roman this year at WrestleMania, they still have plenty of great matches that deserves a main event for night 1 and night 2. I don't think we're starving for matches, and I can honestly say that. So y'all let me know how y'all feel down below, but I appreciate all love, support. Road to 150K. I appreciate y'all kicking in with me. See y'all next one. Peace.